We've got is just a open public meeting about our CDBG grant for our water meters that we applied for back first of last year. And we got denied just for the simple fact we missed it by about 4 points. So now we're going to go back and regroup and lessen our dollar amount and reapply for it. So, I mean, what this meeting's about is kind of, I mean, it's informative. Everybody can share their piece, talk, whatever, but just trying to reduce our funds and figure out where we need to go with this. As far as, you know, I think we asked for what, 800,000 last?
I think it was 900.
900. So we might need to try to reduce it to 500 or 600. I know I watched O'Brien County's board meeting last month, and they are having to do the same thing. They got denied there, so I think they was asking for $1 million for some project. I think it's a sewer project. So they reduced theirs to 500,000.
So what you mean, you said reduce it 400,000?
No. All right, so we asked for 900,000 last time, and we missed it by the state's point system of 4 points, which other people got money that more or less we weren't, I guess, qualified at the time to get that amount of money. So they denied us and sent money elsewhere.
I guess my question is, what did those points represent? You gonna say?
That is on the scale of who needed something worse than us, basically, through the state. It was not us, it was just through the state. If I'm
Right, you're right. I can get a little more backstory on it. So my name's Reed Jones. I'm with Northwest SA Development District.
Hey, you can come up here, brother.
I was.
Yeah, come on, there, go.
See all the faces.
They're gonna save all the loans to join Tucker.
That's right. So I was the grant writer on this project last year. I'm also going to be writing it this year. We had a virtual meeting with ECD middle of December, kind of go over the scoring, how it went last year. Their benchmark score for awarding project was around 170. I think he had it right on the AR, about 4 or 5 points short. And their advice to us was, so y'all asked for the 900,000 last year. Their advice would be if you ask for 600,000, it would bring the score up to 174. So you'd be 4 points over that benchmark score, and that'd be very competitive. And then if you dropped it down to 500, it would put you around the 180-ish mark, where you'd be very competitive with other people asking for what y'all would be asking for. That would make y'all very competitive. And then last year, y'all's ability to pay, which is y'all's city match, was 6%, and it actually dropped to 5% this year. So that helps out a lot. And I'm not sure if y'all are familiar with all the project needs, but are y'all wanting to do water meters again?
Yeah.
Okay. So if y'all are wanting to do that's a perfectly fine option. Their opinions were just lessen the dollar amount, and you have a better chance of getting awarded. So
Will we reapply the following year to further this project?
Yeah, that's what that's kind of what this is setting up to be, is how much money do we want to reduce it to?
Right.
And kind of get an idea of, do we want to do,
right.
do we want to do like all the county water meters first and get everything in the city? You know, do all the county, and then what remaining money we have left is start on one side of the city and get, you know, what we can get on that money.
Yeah, right.
And then reapply the next year to try to finish it.
Yeah.
Would it be more efficient for the city workers for the water folks to read meters in the city?
Yes.
Right.
My opinion, yes.
I think so too. You got.
'Cause you're not going to more-
You got that many less
Big gas.
meters they're gonna have to read and have to travel out the Keith community, Warren community, you know, parts of Mady, whatever this grant will cover.
Book 6, depending on how hard they read it, I mean, they could read it in a day. But now that's pretty much county. I mean, that's 79, out Blue Bank, Keith Road, Mady, Mooring, anywhere we've got rural, Winburg.
Yeah, I agree with you on trying to go to the outskirts and work our way inward.
I think we got 900. I think Donnie said 900 or so meters total in our system.
County?
Yeah, that's
On Ridgely.
but on Ridgely Water.
It's
On Ridgely
part
Water.
that's on Ridgely Water.
We're talking about Ridgely Water system only, not
Talking about.
yeah.
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 I look at it different, you know, since the city people is paying city taxes, seem like you would do that first.
Well, we're
Well,
thinking
they're
about
all-
the, they're all gonna be done, but
Workers.
Trying to get the workers-
More time and more wear and tear on the vehicles.
And
more out in the
gas.
county.
More efficient.
They ain't going to now.
No, it goes all the way out to maybe.
You go all the way to Lakeview.
Wimberg, yeah.
It takes about a day, day and a half to read that food. That's if they're ready to hump it.
All the way out to Alhu.
so do we need to vote on anything?
No, I mean, this is just open forum, just
How many meters?
sort of come to a conclusion.
You got a general idea how many we got in the county?
Do what now?
How many meters are in the county outside city limits?
Have you got that information, Reed?
I don't know.
It'd be,
I mean, I'm gonna guess 300,
You think,
maybe.
I was thinking 250, 300.
So with this grant that we looking at, approximately how many meters, if you go 500,000?
right.
About how many meters would that cover?
That would be a question for the engineer. I personally am not sure.
He's just about the money, he
Right.
don't know what we're,
I will be writing the application for you, and then y'all will procure engineering services, and then whoever y'all choose, that would be who would estimate how much meters y'all can get out of what money y'all apply for. So if y'all did apply for 600,000, she would write up or he would write up a engineering plan to justify what can be done with the 600,000, 500,000, or however much y'all want to apply for.
when
I'm gonna
is
say-
the deadline on this?
March 20th.
Yeah.
That's,
Do we do the signature things, is that what all that was last time?
I don't know if we have to do that again.
I don't think we have to do
Well,
those
that's
again,
something to do.
thankfully, because that was a hassle last time, I believe, for
Done it,
a bunch of communities was the surveys.
To answer your question, I'm just guessing, because I mean, I can't, the infrastructure is already in. The computer system it's already here. We're already running probably 60 or 70 of them. But I'm gonna say 500,000 would at least get us 400 meters, at least. Now, my number could be way off, but I think it would at least get us half, which basically would cover, you know, if we done the county routes, and then it would get a third or better of the city. We've got lots of water meters that are reading way over 1.5 million gallons, and they say when they hit 1 million, they need to be thrown away. So we got meters that are basically giving water away.
Oh, charge.
Sir?
You said giving away, I said, oh, we charge.
Well, I mean, no, if they're not reading right, they're just pretty much giving you extra water.
Yeah, if they're not clicking over like they should, you're getting free water.
Could be nothing.
You know, you can tell, especially when summer hits, water usage goes up, you find out.
Now, I do know, talking to them at Tiptonville, they've done the same thing. Their first month or two was different because they were reading accurate, and the water bills was up some, but then they leveled off, and everything's been, as far as I know, they've not had any concerns or issues. Now, our system that we're wanting to do is automated system. Everything will be done at the city hall. The ladies can pull it up daily and tell you what your water bill is, or if I'm not mistaken, I think if you have a leak or something, I think it'll notify them.
I think it gives them a.
But like the next morning, just say if you spring a leak overnight, it'll notify them the next morning. That way the guys can immediately come out, look at it, figure out what's going on instead of waiting a week or month or whatever. Now Tiptonville's is different. I think theirs is, they've got the puck or whatever and they ride around town and it just automatically reads them. So ours is sort of one step above that to where everything's done off the computer.
I think ours is gonna be like what they got out around the lake.
Yeah.
The lake they can read from City Hall.
Right.
Once they took that over. Everything else they have to ride around and catch it with that satellite.
And then with that, we can get some of the city employees, frees up time for them to do other things.
Well, we've got some other things that need to be addressed.
Yeah.
Garbage being one of them. Trust me.
Garbage. Yeah.
What would your suggestion be about the amount to ask for? Because you said the 500,000 puts you way
Right.
over.
Right. I can only give you what ECD had told me.
Yeah.
They, like you said, I think their price at 600,000. That'll put you at 174. That's pretty competitive. At 500,000, it'll put you at around 180ish. So it's whatever y'all decide. I can't tell you what to do, but that's what ECD
So
had
it
told
looks like
us.
5 or 6,000,
Right.
600,000 is gonna be.
That was their opinion when they were going through last year's scoring. Was y'all were almost at the cut, but not quite there, and they said just bumping that down a little bit would probably shoot y'all over that 170 benchmark scoring wise.
Let me ask you a question. You're competing against other cities, other towns?
Depending on what you apply for, it would be competitive against other cities that are applying for that same thing. So if y'all are applying for water system, it'd be other communities applying for water system.
I asked that question for a follow-up question.
Okay.
So the follow-up question is, you competing against the city, would the income and property rate be included in that town?
It's all under the low to moderate income scoring, which that's what y'all did surveys last year for. So once we did those surveys, we got the LMI number where it should be. So it's basically just who who has a good community need score and who has a good project impact score. Last year, y'all scored very well on community need, which meaning the community needs it. The project impact was what was lacking, and that's a lot based on the reason of the asking price. That's why ECD kind of suggested lowering that so it'd be more competitive to the other municipalities and communities applying for that same thing.
Okay. So March is the deadline to apply.
March 20th.
When will you know something?
I think November.
So it'd be a fall.
It'll be sometime in the, I don't know an exact date to give to you, but it will be sometime in the fall because last year's was around November, I want to say, was when they came out with the awards. So it'll be somewhere October to December, I would say.
At the end of the year.
I was talking to one of the Dyersburg aldermen and he just got elected in their last election. He said that they've had grants in place for years that he wasn't aware of, and they're just some of them getting satisfied, getting awarded, that their administration never applied for this. So I'm sure it depends on the population and that dollar amount they're asking for, whatever it might be. Takes a while.
Yeah, because they wrote up a community grant for, what you call that place over there, Bruce Community? Future
Yeah.
City.
Yeah, Future City.
Yeah, I remember she wrote that grant up years ago, and I think it's coming through now.
It's already done. We just
Yeah.
work on it. They got a nice facility over there too.
So this program is a rolling. So it opens beginning of a year, and then awards come out at the end of the year, and then you'll start the project the first of that following year. So it's continuously rolling. So they're never, I guess, backed up, you would say, for this ECD program anyways.
So if we got it, we'd be able to start in January or so.
Right. It'd be, I don't know an exact date, but it would be the first of that next year. So the first of January of February of 27.
And the big thing too is our legwork's done. So it'd just be a matter of
Right.
coming and swapping out the meters, putting the electronic deal on it and getting talking to each other through Wi-Fi.
Getting those forms done.
And speaking of the forms, if I'm not mistaken, we were like within 4 points of not having to do the forms.
Yep.
3 or 4.
The surveys from last year shot y'all over the required LMI number. So you have to do surveys if your low to moderate income percentage is 52, I think is the benchmark. Y'all were at 47 or 48 last year, and those surveys bumped y'all to 52 or 53, I want to say. So y'all had passed that threshold, so y'all don't have to do surveys this year, which is a good thing.
I can see some folks getting aggravated, we just did this last year, we
Yeah.
gotta do it again. You
Yeah.
can see that happening.
We had that happen with a lot of communities.
Yeah, you can see that happening.
Yep.
Well, what do y'all think as far as the group, as far as the dollar amount?
I mean,
I say the 5, we're gonna do again next year. Finish it, the job, I say 5.
5 puts us at better chances,
That's
you know.
Yeah.
Just see
I mean,
where
we
that
just get
goes.
opinion, 5 or 6. I mean,
Right.
5 being the magic number.
Right.
And then
Of
when we
course,
get it, we'll
you know,
reply
how
again.
many meters can you do for another 100,000, you know? Do you wanna go there, you want?
You don't
Well,
want
I have-
to-
You kinda settle for, you know, a fairly sure thing at 500,000.
Any meter, and I've instructed Donnie, any meters that we buy now to replace are these new electric meters. I mean, there's no reason buying a mechanical meter when you're gonna turn around.
No.
I think the difference, I think the meters are $130, $40 a piece, maybe 150, I think. But then the mechanical side of it, or not the mechanical, but the technology side of it is where they start
That's where they're
getting in your
yeah,
pocket. Cause each
of course.
meter has a solar deal to be inside the lid. That's how that thing operates and whatnot.
And cell connection.
Yep.
But if we get those, like if somebody had to have a new meter and we went on and got that and we're not connected to their technology yet because we hadn't got this grant, then what do we do?
I mean,
You just read them regular till
yeah,
then?
you
Okay.
still gotta read them regular.
Okay.
They'll just come in and put that antenna on and connect it.
Okay.
But they're just, what I was saying, there's just no sense in buying a
Oh,
mechanical
I
and
agree. Totally agree.
having this other. So-
Replace them again.
So I guess we'll just look at 500,000. Is that kind of what everybody?
I'm good with that. I'd rather take our chances with the lower number.
Right.
I mean, we can ask about 6, but I mean, I figure 5. If we cut it in half, sort of, that's kind of a magical number.
For the 5, then we'll do 6.
From what he said.
Scoring wise, I think either one will be competitive. I can't advise you on what to do, but they said that 500 would put y'all around 180 mark. After being that 170 mark, that benchmark is 170. That's kind of the threshold of what everybody was last year, and 500,000 will put y'all at the 180 mark. 600 will put y'all at the 174, 175 mark.
And I can get a price from Mr. Tracy Fernley with USG and just see, you know, what will 500,000 get us? How many meters? What will 600,000 get us? I mean, it might not be,
I don't think it'd be that much of a difference.
I don't need.
I'd rather
I'd rather get the sure
close to the
thing.
sure
Yeah.
thing.
But at least you'd have an idea. But I mean, even though the 500,000, at least you know what they are per
Just
piece.
the following year, you have to factor in, you know, price increase as well, but give you a better idea at the end of that 500,000, how many meters were per
Right.
month, you know.
Sounds good to me.
Anybody got anything else? Buck? Oh, I thought you had your hand up.
No, I was just saying 500.
Oh, I got
you.
He didn't take the other hand.
So it looks like 500, and then I'll get with Mr. Tracy and kind of get an idea for everybody to figure out what's that getting us. You know, once, if we get approved for it, how many meters are we getting? Then we can basically decide if we're gonna do county, remaining part in the city, or however everybody wants to do it.
Can I ask a question,
Sure.
Shane, to y'all? Guys, do y'all look at the Ridgely Citizens page to get information about what's going on?
I have.
I mean, I was just wondering, you know, how important that was. Huh?
My Facebook page,
Uh-huh.
I don't. I'm not on Facebook.
No, this is their.
I know, but you gotta be on Facebook.
You gotta be on Facebook to see it.
Yeah.
but
You're just talking about how informational it
You don't
is.
get
If
on their
it's,
Facebook, so we
No,
can
he
see
said
it.
he's got his own. That's what he said.
No, we don't.
Oh,
You
yeah,
don't.
You don't, I'm sorry, but I was just wondering how effective that was, you know? I mean, I'd look at it, but I was just wondering.
Most times it's put up in the post office, ain't it? Like a
our
meeting.
meeting,
that's a
yeah,
meeting.
meetings and all, yeah.
I look a lot of times on billboard in the post office.
Yeah, I mean, I try to share it. I mean, I know everybody's not on Facebook, but I try to share it as well. That way, you know, just try to get the word out.
I mean, you got the paper and Facebook, that's all you got anyway.
Nobody buys the paper no more than they got in it.
Excuse me, but I got an award this week, so I'm just like, I got the hairdresser of the year. Shut up.
So you bought that issue.
So what?
I know there's something there
I think that's all I got, unless y'all have any more questions.
that I wanna know about.
I mean, I don't have anything else.
All the notes I had.